And for our last story, we shift focus to the Sahel region. An EU envoy has sent a warning over the region's terrorist surge and the risk that poses to Europe's security. European Union's Special Representative for the Sahel, João Cravinho, met Ghanaian President John Mahama in Accra. The meeting addressed challenges relating to regional security, governance and development in the volatile Sahel.
One thing we know about terrorist organizations is that they don't stay where they are. They are a curse not only for the populations immediately affected, but they are a threat for others. European security is threatened by the establishment of terrorist organizations in the region.
And this EU warning has substance. It comes amid long-running insurgencies from terrorists linked to Al-Qaeda and Islamic State. In fact, the Sahel region has become the world epicenter of terrorism, according to the latest Global Terrorism Index. The Sahel stretches across the western and north-central portion of Africa, from Senegal, Mauritania, the Gambia and Guinea-Bissau in the west, with Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger and Chad more centrally, to Sudan and Eritrea in the east. And of the nations in this region, 4 make up the 10 countries most impacted by terrorism globally. In 2024, the Sahel accounted for over half of all the world's terrorism-related deaths. Burkina Faso remains the most affected, with the nation seeing a fifth of all terrorism-related deaths globally. Mali recorded 604 terrorist deaths and has been crippled by a terrorist-fueled blockade impacting society and the economy while leading to severe electricity shortages. Last year, Niger recorded the largest increase in terrorism deaths globally, rising by nearly 100% to 930 people. Nigeria has seen a resurgence of kidnappings, with some linked to terror groups like Boko Haram. US President Donald Trump has also threatened military action over the killing of Christians at the hand of terrorists, claims the government has rebuffed. In Ghana, EU envoy Cravinho warned that regional unregulated migratory flows was also a concern for Europe. Nations like Ghana and Mauritania have seen an influx of people fleeing conflicts after military takeovers and clashes. Cravinho also praised Accra for being what he called a bridge between Mali, Niger and Burkina Faso, all run by juntas that have turned away from the West. For people living in many of the Sahel nations, terrorism is a real-life threat, and the European Union is warning that this threat goes beyond African borders.
I rose from the army with medals on my chest. I spoke of freedom from colonial chains, but I tightened my own. I filled prisons with ghosts. Nearly 500,000 people were butchered under my rule, and I trusted only my paranoia. I gave myself grand titles. I claimed to be Africa's strongman. History calls me something else, the dictator. Who am I?